Family, when we talk about the US of A, we are talking about diversity. You all know how diverse the United States is. You know, there's different races in the United States. There are people from different ethnic groups, and this brings about a lot of segregation, a lot of discrimination in the US of A. Many institutions in the US are not working. We are talking about criminal justice systems is against the black folks. We're talking about the education system. We are talking about the healthcare system. You all know how the United States treat black people, to be specific. And guys, on today's video, we want to talk about a lady who moved from Jamaica and went to the US of A, and just noticed that color is an issue for the first time. You know, Jamaica is predominantly black. So such issues are rare in Jamaica. Jamaica is predominantly black. And as the lady moved to the US of A, she started noticing difference with issues of color. And I just want us to discuss this topic today and get to understand the roots of the rage, the roots of discrimination in the US of A. I have a subscriber who mentioned something to me that really shocked me. He was saying that he is really longing to come outside of Babylon. In this case, he was referring the US of A as Babylon. This subscriber told me that he wants to come to Africa, to the motherland, and remove the toxicity that Babylon has given him. You know, he's been living in the US all his life, and now he wants to retire in Africa. And he says that Babylon has treated him really bad, and it's time he wants to move to Africa. So let us watch this video of a black sister from Jamaica describing how the transition from from Jamaica to the USA was, and how she came to notice that color is a thing in Jamaica. Let's watch this.
I've never been more aware of my blackness until coming to America. Every little box I'm checking black or it's like it's never been that big a deal.
Like applications.
Yes, all the time. Like somebody would compliment me, would say, "Oh my goodness, your hair is like that," and I say, "Oh, thank you so much." And then somebody would be like, "Yo, that was not a compliment." I was like, "Oh." My formative years are in Jamaica, so that's how it frames how I see the world. And as a Jamaican, I do understand that my lack of sensitivity sometimes comes across as ignorant, but it's just I've had the privilege of not having to think about the white man every day.
Family, you've heard what the lady has spoken about. You know, she's had the privilege of not being discriminated by a white man. You know, she's born and raised in Jamaica, I assume, and now she moves to the US and started to see these things that sometimes she's told that I did not notice you're there, and she doesn't get it that that is a racial abuse. Like, you're so black, I cannot see you, you know. And sometimes it can be difficult, especially for parents who have a mixed child. You could get that the dad could be a white dad, then the mom black. I really wish to understand how these children are brought up in the US of A. And I saw another video online of a lady who was describing about the color issue in US. You know, she's mixed. And some people tell her that she's too black to be white. And also the white folks tell her that um, she's too dark to be white, while the black folks tell her she's too dark to be white. You know, there's this conflicting issues. So let us listen this other sister, then continue before we end the video of the day and get to learn something or two.
Listen, I've never been more aware of my blackness until coming to America.
People who don't live in America legitimately do not understand how much race plays a part in like every aspect of your life. I was in an Uber one time and the Uber driver, who was a black man, asked me if I was mixed. And I said, yes, my dad's from Italy, my mom's American. And he looks at me in the rearview mirror and he goes, you know you black, right? And I was like, well, you asked if I was mixed. So I said, I'm Italian American. And he pauses for a couple seconds and he looks in the mirror again and he goes, "You black." Okay, like so what were you expecting when you asked me that question? Like, did you just want me to say like, yeah, I'm light skinned? I don't like what? And I was just reminded of the fact that when I moved to America, I had to stop thinking of myself as like métis, because in Senegal we call mixed people métis, and that's just as valid of a race as either being black or white. And his comment to me just felt kind of like, okay, you may think you're mixed, but just remember, in this country, you are a black woman who is oppressed, and the white men will see you as a black woman and you will be treated as a black woman. And I was like, I live my own experience. Like I'm very much aware of how I interact with people in America. Like it just felt like such a random ass, I don't fucking know. But anyways, it makes sense why a lot of foreigners are like, why are Americans so obsessed with race? We are.
Yeah, this leads us to the question, why are Americans so obsessed with race? Why is race such an issue in the US of A? Why is color such a big deal? If it's about serving people, race plays a vital role in Jamaica. If you go to public places that you need to be served, I've seen videos of black people being neglected in hospitals because of their color, you know and this does not sit well with me, and I just wanted to do this video just um, to enlighten people in Africa, or people who've never been to the US, that once you move there, color can be an issue. And this institution of racism, I don't know who is fostering it. I don't know how it's being pushed in the US of A. And I did my research and noticed that the issue of race is an old issue in the US of A, and it's something that started during the history of slavery. The history of slavery in the US of A, which lasted centuries, had lasting impact on the country. The legacy of slavery, segregation, and systematic discrimination created deep racial divides that continue to affect American society to date. Like, race is such a big thing in America. When my other brother, who's my subscriber from the US, told me that he's tired of oppression, he's tired of staying in Babylon. Babylon is just giving him this toxic vibe, and he just wants to come to Africa and just chill around. He wants an environment where he won't be stopped and told to park his car on the side of the road because of his color. He mentioned that he's been stopped some time back on the road and asked, like, is, does this car belong to you? Did you steal it? Such things are just so oppressive. Why would you tell somebody such a thing? And I want to tell black folks, especially black folks who are retiring. I just would wish for you guys to move back to the motherland. Research for a country in Africa, a country that you feel is the systems are working for you, the laws are working for you. Just come, retire in these countries, find yourself a residential visa, and continue with your life, man, because most of you all have been going through a hard time in the US. It's time that when you want to retire, look for a country in Africa, move into that country, get to enjoy your retirement, because I have information that living in the US of A as a black folk is not easy, man. It's never easy. And some other issues that have fostered for black folks to be treated badly in the US of A is the media and pop culture. The portrayal of race in the media and popular culture can both reflect and shape societal attitudes towards race. This can contribute to the ongoing dialogue and obsession of race in American society, of black folks in the American society. Like, I am big on pushing for black folks to come back to the motherland, to come and enjoy their stay, a place where you won't be discriminated for your color. Everybody looks like you. Everybody treats you like you're one of them. It's just the best thing, the best gift you can give to yourself after retirement, after you've worked in the US of A all your life. The best decision you can ever make is pack that bag of yours, book that flight ticket, come to Africa, visit a country first, get to understand its systems, then fly back to America, then decide if you'll come back to Africa or not. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you do consider subscribing to my channel for amazing Black stories in Africa and in the diaspora. Thank you guys. Kindly subscribe, like, comment down below so that I may be able to learn from you guys too. See you guys. Bye.